Hello everyone, Paul Rogers here. Today is January the 20th, 2018. We are taking a look at the daily chart for the Bitcoin US dollar pair. And this is something kind of new that I've noticed that maybe some of you have picked up on, but there is a very well-defined downward trend channel in Bitcoin on the daily. Now, the reason why I didn't pick it up earlier is because before we just kind of had this price action movement. Once we hit this bottom and established a good support level, then I can go and say, okay, we have 3 or 4 different times where prices hit support and bounced up, and 2 different times where prices hit resistance and bounced down. So we're looking at a pretty well-defined trend channel on the daily. So where is Bitcoin going? We can use this trend channel to have a good idea of where Bitcoin will be going. I would say around the $15,000 level, depending on how long it takes to get there, maybe a tad bit under that, maybe like 14,800 is a place where Bitcoin is going to find a lot of resistance and really struggle to break past. And there is actually a little bit of resistance here from these previous lows. If Bitcoin can break past 13,000, that'll be good, and it won't have much resistance until it gets to just under $15,000. So now, just because Bitcoin does have this trend channel going down, doesn't mean that we're going to keep seeing the whole cryptocurrency market go down. If we look at Ethereum's chart, let's look at the daily. Ethereum's not in the downtrend. I think Ethereum's going to be heading to new highs here in the next, I'd say, the next 30 days. Ethereum's going to set a new high. So it's not showing the same chart pattern that Bitcoin is. And Dash looks like it's kind of somewhere in between Bitcoin and Ethereum. Not as bullish as Ethereum, and not in a bearish trend channel like Bitcoin is. So, I mean, overall, I've been looking at my portfolio, and it's not at all-time highs, but it's not doing bad by any stretch. And that's because I'm diversified away from Bitcoin. I mean, I think at the beginning of the year, I showed my recommendations of how much allocation of each cryptocurrency, and I think I had Bitcoin at like 20 or 25% of my portfolio. So a lot of other technologies have had a lot of growth this year. Ripple's done extremely well, like it or not. Ethereum has also done really, really well, and so those are kind of buoying up my portfolio. Of course, Lend tokens has done excellent. That was kind of a last minute pick of mine for 2018 as something that you should have some exposure to. So all in all, it was just wanted to share this daily trend channel. Usually on the daily chart, that's where you can see really good opportunities to buy and sell. The smaller the chart, so if we're looking at like the 15-minute chart, that's not going to mean very much, the support and resistances that you feel on the 15. The bigger the time frame, the more significant the support and resistance levels are. So if we're looking at a resistance or support on the daily, it's quite significant. And I was really looking closely at this, and we almost hit this 30 RSI line. If we would have hit that 30 RSI, that would have been an extremely good time to buy Bitcoin. It looks like we got super close. I mean, of course, I was telling people, hey, put in your buy orders around 10,700. And I also said Bitcoin could go all the way back to this previous trend channel, which would have been about 8,700. But 8,700, it got close. Not quite, though. But I hope a lot of you were able to pick up some Bitcoin around 10,700. And, when you pick up Bitcoin at a good price, you can always hold it or convert it into some other projects that you feel have better growth potential, have more to offer than Bitcoin. So Anyhow, I'm gonna make this video quite short just because it's the weekend and I want to go to the beach. So y'all have a good day. Paul Rogers out for now.